the most important new feature in FlyQ EFB 3.0 isn't on your iPad. FlyQ EFB 3.0 now runs on your iPhone as well as your iPad. Let's take a look. Just tap on the familiar FlyQ EFB icon, allow it to use your location, and take a look. Screen resizes, moves, spins. I can tap the layers button and select, say, IFR low, turn on my TFRs, put on my fuel prices, the same sort of thing, radar, whatever it is, the same kind of things that you can do on your iPad are now on your iPhone. In fact, if you take a look down the bottom of the screen, you see all the same buttons, all the same tabs. The only difference between FlyQ EFB on your iPhone and on your iPad is that, for obvious reasons to do with the device size, you can't do the split screen feature on the iPhone. That's it. All the ADS-B receivers that connect to FlyQ EFB on the iPad also connect to FlyQ EFB on the iPhone. That means your Dynon, your Avidyne systems, all of those ADS-B devices work. All the data that you download is the same. Every single feature in the app is the same. Let me show you. Although it's been redesigned a little bit to get it to look right on the screen. So I'll type in the ident of my home airport, Painfield, hit search, and now it shows me the matches just like FlyQ EFB on the iPad would have, although we did rearrange the 4 buttons on the side to go to direct to, add to flight plan, procedures, map, that kind of thing. It didn't really fit on the right hand side. So let's say that I want to bring the map directly to Painfield. I'm going to tap the button on the far right. It looks like a map, and there we go, right to the map. Let's declutter the screen a little bit, and let's turn on maybe, let's say the roads layer, turn off radar and METARs, and fuel prices. All right. So there you go. Same system. You can center the map wherever you are. You can go into 3D synthetic vision. Gonna forget that I recorded that. Okay, same basic features. When you can download data, just click here. Full ability to download data. You tap on, zoom the map, tap on the states you want, etc. Very simple, very straightforward to do. It's not really much to show you because, frankly, it's the same application. All the same stuff. If you go into weather, you see it's, of course, reformatted for your phone. But here, for example, is some of the weather. You get your METARs, you get your TAFs. You can tap on them and see them full screen. Super easy to see on the iPhone. Nice and big. All the same stuff that you get on FlyQ EFB on the iPad is available here. Winds optimizing system, weather gallery, everything. It's the same application. Maps, flight planning, and so on. Oh, actually, there is one thing that we did add for flight planning that I think you'll like. On flight planning, there's not a lot of space on the iPad screen, or rather on the iPhone screen. So to give you more space to see your navlog, check this out. On the bar that's in the middle of the screen that says Navlog, WX Brief, and ICAO Flight Planning, double tap on that. Look what happens. Now it kind of gets all the stuff that would normally at the top, the flight duration, the flight time, aircraft, all that kind of stuff moves out of the way. To bring that back, you double tap again, and it brings back. That works on the iPad, by the way, too. And it's very handy on the iPad when you're in landscape mode, that is wider than tall. Sometimes there's not a lot of space for the navlog, so all you have to do now is just double tap, and there you go, a lot more space. Pretty cool, huh? Change the font size, make it bigger. The wind optimizing system, it's all the same stuff, all right? So we think documents, you can get to some things you have to get to from here. Like you can take a look at your documents, they're all there. You can take a look at your maps. You can go to a scratchpad. Scratchpad is still here. Hi Steve, etc. Same features, by the way, in case you missed it, on FlyQ EFB 2.5, the ability to scribble on or write on approach plates. So for example, if I pull up an approach plate for, say, Renton Airport, I'll just tap on the RNAV approach here. And if I want to write a little note there, there's a button on the lower left side of the screen, and I can write notes. Just like that. You can pick different colors, do whatever you want to do. Same thing again as what you'd see on FlyQ EFB running on the iPad. Kind of clever the way the search works. Instead of having the big search bar across the top, it has what looks like one little button. You click on that, it expands You type in what you want, like if you're interested in Kansas City, type MCI, pulls up Kansas City. You can jump to the approach plates from Kansas City in one quick click. Swipe left and right, etc. Put it on the map. It's maybe zoomed in a tad too far. Zoomed in on the map here, maybe pull up a sectional, and so on. Now I went very fast during that, but the reason for that is because it's the same thing. So FlyQ EFB now runs just as well as it does on your iPhone as it does on your iPad. You only need an iPhone 5 or a 5S for it to work. I happen to be running this on an iPhone 6S. Nothing amazing, nothing modern. I'm not using an iPhone 10 or anything like that. So that's probably the single most requested feature for FlyQ EFB. The ability to run, you can use your phone as a backup in case of an emergency, or for a lot of folks, especially folks who have an iPhone Plus with a little bigger screen, you can use the iPhone as your primary navigational device instead of bringing an iPad into the cockpit. So that is FlyQ EFB running on an iPhone.